What is up? We are your Colorado real estate family, and today we're going to be getting you guys acquainted with Fort Collins on the ground footage to kind of show you what you need to know.
Yeah, so Alana's going to take us to talk about whether you're into the local breweries, whether you're an outdoor enthusiast, kind of what it takes to get acquainted with Fort Collins if you're choosing Fort Collins for your next home.
So for those of you who do not know where Fort Collins is at, if we're looking at Denver, you're pretty much looking at 45 minutes to an hour, straight north on I-25. It's going to be on the west side of I-25. What we always like to do before starting out these videos though is talk about that real estate. What are we showing? And it's actually showing that it's a lot better from June of 2023. These numbers that we're going to be revealing are of July of 2023. First, let's go ahead and talk about everything lumped into one sum. So we're talking about your attached and your detached products. You got a median sales price of $608,000, and that is actually up 6.58% year over year. We're talking 2022 over to 2023. Let's break that down to your single family. If you're looking at your single family houses, you got a median sales price of $628,000, and that is actually up 7.26% year over year. Now we're looking at that attached. Are we seeing the same trend with your attached products? You're looking at a median sales price of $387,000. So what does that look like? You're actually up 4.24% up year over year.
Now, if you are new to our channel, you probably don't know that we do these market updates. So go back, feel free to go back to the channel and look at any of those old market updates. This is still showing that Fort Collins is changing. It's still going up. I mean, we had double digits a couple years ago, but it is still going up in Fort Collins because it is still such a desirable place to live. If you're watching this video, it's probably because Fort Collins has hit the top of one of the cities you're most interested in. But before we head over to Alana, do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you're liking this Fort Collins content, and also hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time we put out a new video.
And of course, guys, if you are looking at purchasing real estate in the beautiful state of Colorado, today more specifically Fort Collins, give us a call or text the phone number right below. Right below right there, we have put together the best relocation team when moving into this beautiful state. Let's go ahead and head over to Alana right now.
Hi guys! So I am standing here in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. I am so lucky to live so close to such a gorgeous area. Fort Collins is about an hour away from Denver, but don't let that worry you. What we're going to talk about today is all that Fort Collins has to offer, so you don't have to worry about driving down to the big city like Denver to get your fill of all of the great things. So maybe you're thinking about moving here. Fort Collins is a fantastic place for educational and employment opportunities. So you can find a great job and you can rest assured that your kids are going to go to one of the state's best school districts, sure. But there is so much more to be excited about when it comes to Fort Collins because you have a fantastic beer scene. There's tons of things to do all the time, all over the place. And the outdoor recreation is just unbelievable. So I've put together a list of some awesome things that you can do next time you're in Fort Collins to check it out and get acquainted, and I guarantee you, you're going to be looking for a new home with us in no time. First things first, I'm sure it's probably pretty obvious, but Fort Collins is known for its craft beer scene. Did you know that 70% of Colorado's beer comes from Fort Collins? It's incredible. So one of the bigger breweries here in northern Colorado, which I'm sure you've already heard of, is New Belgium Brewing. The beer is fantastic, especially that Fat Tire. But what I think is even better are the grounds. It's such a fun place to visit, and I've actually even done line dancing lessons there. So there's a whole bunch more to do than just drink beer there. If you're a beer tour kind of person, make sure to head on over to my favorite spot, Odell Brewing Company. Their location, well, it's actually pretty close to New Belgium Brewing, just down the street actually. It's got such a gorgeous environment. It's just down the street from New Belgium Brewing Company, and they have live music and food trucks and stuff there all the time. Plus, I'm a big fan of flowers and plants. I mean, I'm obviously always out and about looking at all of this awesome scenery and everything. And they've got it set up to the prime. There's flowers everywhere and it's just always looking gorgeous. So definitely don't miss out on that. Visit Old Town or Old Firehouse Bookstore, which is, I don't know if you know this, but it's one of the inspirations for Main Street USA Disneyland. And so this little street is just completely adorable, and you've got this old school bookstore it just kind of takes you back. So definitely go check that out. Then maybe slide on over to get a tasty treat, maybe some macaroons over at Felipe's or some delectable chocolate at Nuance. And then one of my favorite places I've talked to you guys about before is Ginger and Baker. They've got such good brunch there, breakfast. Their bacon is just to die for. And then they've got a fun environment too. So if you just go for some cocktails even, or just get a good feel for a really picturesque part of Old Town, that's definitely a place to hit up too. Next up, I want to talk to you guys about Old Town and the trolley system that Fort Collins has. So one of the best ways to get acquainted with the area is to check out the city park area, which is just, I mean, they've got everything going on all the time. You can pop a blanket out here and do a picnic. There's a pottery studio down the way, pickleball courts, there's a lake over there, there's an outdoor splash pad and all of that fun stuff. And then this is actually where the trolley will come and pick you up. So it's really awesome. It's only $2 for adults. It's I think it's only $1 for kids. Three and under are free, but you can pop on the trolley and head into Old Town, which has a ton of really awesome things to offer down there too. So I think it's just a fantastic way to get a good feel of the city center, hop on the trolley, and then go check out Old Town. So Old Town has a ton of really awesome things to check out. Second only to the beer, Fort Collins is known for its outdoor recreation, and it is known in a big way. You've got parks and lakes and endless miles of trails. There's tubing and whitewater rafting on Poudre. There's I'm standing in one of the most incredible big huge parks, City Park, here at the center of the city. The outdoor recreation is just to die for. So if you are into any of the outdoor things, this is going to be a really good thing for you to check out. So what are a few of those things? Horsetooth Reservoir is probably the most scenic and picturesque area that you can find in Fort Collins. It's just miles and miles long, right along the foothills, and you're gonna find paddle boarders and surf boats and just a ton of outdoor recreational activity. So Laurie State Park is just above Horsetooth, and it's kind of attached to it. So there's horseback riding. Me and my friend have hiked up Arthur's Rock actually, and you can like look out over the lake. The whole stretch of it is just gorgeous, gorgeous views, and a really, really awesome place. Even if you just pack up a picnic and head up there for the day, if you don't get on the water, just seeing the water and looking out over all of the things that people are doing recreationally, it's just so much fun. If you love the water but kind of want to stay a little bit closer to town, which Horsetooth Reservoir isn't really that far out of town, but it is up towards the foothills a little bit more. But if you want to stay in town, close to Old Town, to stay close to maybe Ginger and Baker for brunch, you should definitely check out Poudre River and their Whitewater River Park, to be specific. I was just down there, and there's a few people kind of set up around the rocky areas there, just picnicking and enjoying the sun, doing some people watching. But you can actually jump in there on your tube and do some whitewater rafting. And there's a ton of people all the time throughout the summer where there's multiple access points along Poudre River where you can jump in up here and float down and then have some friends pick you up and do it all over again. But it's just a really cool way to stay in town and still get some active things going on in the water. Honestly, you guys, you will not go wrong with the outdoor recreation up here. If everything from rock climbing down to pickleball, everywhere you look is beautiful. Everywhere you look, there are people outside doing something fun, and everybody is so nice out here. So just go up to someone, let them know what you're into, and I guarantee you they'll be able to point you in the right direction. Well, that wraps it up for my recommendations on some of the best things to do in Fort Collins to get yourself acquainted. Don't take my word for it though. If you want to get out here and take a look around, get in touch with us. Let us show you around. I am always here for that style of thing. So yes, we're here for your real estate needs, but that also includes helping you get acquainted to the areas that you want to live. And if you're looking in Northern Colorado, I hope that you could tell from today's video that Fort Collins is a vibrant place to land. So be sure to reach out, and until next time, bye.
All right, thanks Alana for teaching us all about what it means to get acquainted to the beautiful city of Fort Collins. If you guys like this video, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell for the next video so that you are updated.
And of course, guys, if you are looking to purchase real estate in the beautiful state of Colorado, give us a call or text the phone number right below. Right below right there, we answer. It doesn't matter date or time. Until next time, we love you. Bye.
Bye.
Test. Really?
But before we hop over to Alana to make, if you guys like this video, do